What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching the match and Barcelona lose the Joan Gamper 3-0 by Monaco. A Monaco team that you could say is, at the quite even level with the opponent that we do have this weekend in La Liga in Valencia. And this is probably a lot of your guys' first time seeing Barcelona lose the Joan Gamper. It's my second time. I watched the Sampdoria one back in 2012. This is the biggest defeat we've suffered in the Joan Gamper since it returned into a one-legged affair in 1997. Tonight was just nothing short of pure and utter embarrassment. The performance was absolutely piss poor, and you know why? It's because Flick changed everything from what we saw in America. We were playing, of course, in a 4-2-3-1 in America with two pivots, one, of course, being box-to-box, one being sitting, and they're kind of intertwining. Today, completely different. He went to a 4-3-3 with natural wide players, lone pivot, one by itself, box-to-box, and a creative midfielder. First of all, with the starting lineup, it's probably going to be a good indication of what we're going to see against Valencia this weekend. It was Ter Stegen in goal, a back four of Kounde, Christensen, didn't play 45, but didn't play more than 45 minutes again, Inigo, Balde, midfield three of Casado, Bernal, and Pablo Torre, front three of Pau, Victor, Lamine Yamal, and Robert Lewandowski. And again, the first half, we looked all right in that opening 10 minutes. Again, the atmosphere, the vibes, the intensity, the pressure was all there. But you can see it slowly, surely dropping off significantly, and the warning signs were there. Again, final third, we're looking absolutely piss poor yet again in decisiveness and creating chances and finishing chances. Going to the second half, we can see the poor mistake from Inigo and Bernal. We then concede an offside goal, and everything just crumbled beneath our eyes. And I think it came a lot down to the system that we played. And again, we can see that in that system, we have too many holes in this team. Again, we have no lone pivot. Yes, Bernal played well for the majority of the game, but still was caught out defensively quite a few bit of times. Left wing, we're playing a striker on the wing. It's just not going to work. We know Raphinha's ability on the right is different to his ability on the left. So when we go to that natural 4-3-3, it just opens up all the holes in this team. With the 4-2-3-1, at least, things cover up. You have more numbers in the midfield. Again, the wide men are more tucked inside, so there's more of a chance that you outnumber the midfield. And it just creates a bit of a better balance with the players that we do have. And it just, I don't know why Flick changed it, but again, the performance was so bad. We had nothing going forward. Yes, Pau Victor missed one chance at the beginning of the game, missed a little chance there at the end as well. Both of them he probably should have scored. I don't know how, by the way, he got man of the match. I don't think he was the best player, but anyways, that's neither here nor there. It is, of course, a preseason, so we're not going to lose our minds over it, but, losing to Joan Gamper does suck a little bit because, it's our tournament, it's because of our founder, and we can't even go out there and win that. And warning signs, red flags, and sirens have to be going off in the boardroom in regards to Joan Laporta, Deco, Boyan, Mancini, Rafael Uste, Enric Masip, whoever is in there behind the scenes, because they know the two holes in this team, and they have about 2.5-3 weeks to get some suitable replacements in. Again, that is a left winger and a midfielder. If you want to have the left winger as a priority, sure, whatever, but you can see how much we lacked that in this game. We saw Pau Victor, we saw Ferran Torres, we saw Raphinha. All of them were mid, out wide on the left. And because you know why? They're not natural left players. Raphinha is more on the right. Pau Victor, of course, is more of a striker. Ferran Torres is more of a right winger and or a striker as well. So you can see the flarities in this team. It's so obvious. It's just now down to patching those holes. This is going to give everyone absolutely zero, and I mean zero optimism for Saturday against Valencia. I'm actually very scared now about that game. If it was at home, I'd be a bit more relaxed. But away at the Mestalla, Lord have mercy on my soul, because it ain't looking good, bruv. And of course, on the goals we can see it as well. Ter Stegen coming into full effect, especially for the second goal. First goal is a defensive mistake, can't really do much. But the second goal, Ter Stegen. Third goal, I thought Naki Peña maybe could have done a bit better, but I mean, are you getting to fine details here, if buts and maybes? I am just very worried for what's to come, because again, it was Joan Laporta's decision to sack Xavi, bring in Hansi Flick, and I told you guys this in all the build-up this summer. This ice bath crap, this, stuff about him in training and all this new stuff he's bringing in. All crap until you see the results on the pitch, and we aren't seeing it. He can have ice baths, double training sessions, bring in Thiago as a translator, liaison, just a cool guy to vibe with, all this extra stuff. But if we're not seeing results on the pitch, does not mean squat to me. The players that when they were playing games with Xavi, they came out and performed better than this. Of course, again, it's still technically preseason, but this is pretty much the end of preseason where you're thinking, okay, this is going to be peak Barcelona form heading into the season. How are we looking? We look like wank. Absolutely wank. So I don't even know what else to say in terms of, player ratings. Anyone that I think Pablo Torre played well in that opening half. I'm surprised he was taken off at halftime. Maybe just wanted to give Gundogan more minutes. Who again didn't even get to play because he got that little bit of a head injury. I thought Victor was okay, especially when he was on the right and down the middle. On the left, he just didn't look great, and I don't think he was the best player. Bernal in that first half looked great. He was winning a lot of balls back in the midfield. He was a strong tackler, but you can see just the inexperience, and this is why we cannot go into this season with just Casado and Bernal as our pivots. They're just too inexperienced. They have mistakes in them. If you want to go far in the league, go far in the cup, go far in the Champions League, you need to have some experience in that midfield to rely upon. I thought Kounde played alright. Balde was okay. Inigo, apart from the mistake, was, again, everyone was just mid, but the issue is that Monaco's goals were just all straight either mistakes or counterattacks. And we just looked, frail and behind. I don't think anyone played individually piss poor. It could be, again, the chat was saying a lot in the live stream, Lewandowski this, Lewandowski that. In the areas where he's, pointed, he was, doing his thing. And again, you saw when he came off, Paul Victor at striker, Raphinha behind. We're going to look much better now. We look the exact same. I think it's more so of a system issue than an individual issue. And in the system that Flick decided to play in this game, we just have too many holes in the fact that we don't have the personnel to comply with. If we had Unai Hernandez maybe coming off the left-hand side in a 4-3-3, this game would have maybe looked much different, but you're at the point now where you got to fine-tune the squad, start the play they're going to rely upon this season, and Unai Hernandez is going to be one of those players that's going to be bouncing in and out. He's not going to be a starter per se, so I understand why Flick let them out in that regards, but again, this is just going to give you a bunch of warning signs, and we'll wait and see what happens in the next week. Of course, before this game, Eric Garcia was registered, Ansu Fati, Lenglet as well, and we'll wait and see what the board do now. There apparently were Laporta, Barca see Laporta no chance. Laporta apparently told a fan during the game, a fan asked him go sign Nico Williams, said, oh, we already have a good squad. We do not have a good squad. Last season we went trophyless, and there's been Dani Olmo added, and that's it. Dani Olmo in this game, would he made a difference? No. Would he made a difference at the left wing? No. And that's the reality of it. He's just, again, like I've been saying the whole entire summer, a luxury signing that we don't need. Left winger, pivot, even the pivot at this point is, N'Golo Kanté on loan. I will take it. We're at a point now where I'm desperate. Anyone decent will take. Zuendi just rejected Liverpool, so we have some actual balls. We'll go and try and convince him. Again, we have the money for his release clause clearly because we're going to spend that money on Nico Williams. Maybe I'm just dreaming about Zuemendi because, again, maybe it's not really a flick pivot and he just rejected Liverpool while he didn't, a week later come to Barcelona. I mean, yes, I'm in dreamland, but that's the kind of movement that I want to see from Barcelona in these next few weeks. Again, we cannot be dropping points so early. This is now the prime time to, get the edge over our rivals in Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, because they're going to have, of course, a lot of games coming, thinking fast for them. They all have very good squads as well, where we kind of do and kind of don't. If again, fully fit, you could say so, but then again, it's a lot relying on youngsters, so this is the point of the season, the first 10 games where you get that gap, where you get, the most amount of points, and you kind of have that starting point to go off of. You can't be dropping points so early in the league. And I tell you what, anything but a win against Valencia, the media is going to lose their minds, and so are the fans. You think Flick playing, winning friendlies against Madrid and City is going to save him? Absolutely not, because we did that last season. You can win against Madrid in preseason. I don't care. I care about, the league games where we actually face them for actual points. That's what it matters to me the most. And I tell you again, don't win, even a draw, we do not win against Valencia this weekend, everyone is going to lose their minds. And I'll leave it at that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, of course, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and also leave me your thoughts down below as well on the match, season ahead, signings, what is going to happen now. You think Laporte and Deco will actually move in the market? You think Flick was wrong in picking the 4-3-3 and all this sort of stuff? Leave me all your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.